Hey, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. Every day I do a vlog and I'm doing one for 1,000 days, guys. Yes, 1,000 days. So if you're not subscribed, a subscribe would be awesome. Every day I talk about something uniquely different. And today, well, I'm going to talk about that clock is ticking. Yes, it's ticking all right. And the older you get, the louder it gets. Now, it's a metaphoric clock. You can't actually hear a clock ticking. Unless, yeah. But what do I mean? Well, the clock is, well, your life clock. And have you ticked all the boxes that you needed to tick so far? Most of us haven't. We've always got things that we want to do, we want to achieve. Most of us have got places we want to be and see, and people we want to meet, experiences we want to have. We want to really enjoy the things that matter to us immediately. That's our family, our friends, and beyond that it's experiences, isn't it? And what we don't want to have is have horrible things happen to us. And as you can hear in the background, that's a siren going. Obviously somebody needs paramedics. Just saw an ambulance drifting past, so I hope they're all right. But that clock really is loud and clear. The older you get, I think the more attuned you are to that kind of thing. And being attuned to it isn't a bad thing, because life is short. It's short for a lot of people. A lot of people don't even get a chance at, having a real existence. And when you appreciate that, the older you get, the more time you spend on the planet, the more it means to you. Having a life, living a life, experiencing, enjoying, trying to make this crazy world just seem so much better. Oh, by the way, I've just seen something that harps back to my childhood. I've got to have a little look at this and see if I can show you guys. This is a Ford Cortina, I think it is. Something you don't see very often here in the UK. I'll flip it around. Look at that one. Wow. And it's an automatic. Look at that. Gosh, I remember that as a kid. Oh, that's incredible. Takes me right back. The things you see when you go out for a walk. That's amazing. Yeah. Gosh. Absolutely incredible. And it's an automatic. Look at that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, haven't seen one of those for a long time. But that's a Ford Cortina. And again, on the theme of hearing the clock tick, yeah, well, that was many clock ticks ago when I was a kid. So I'm not really a sort of a car aficionado, but I certainly do appreciate Ford Cortinas. And there's a new car that Ford have released called a Ford Capri. Well, they've kept the name, but they've obviously reinvented it for 2025. And the clock's tick forward again, doesn't it? You know, it's this reinvention of old things that we used to know, and yet are still familiar today. So I'm very much aware, though, of my time on the earth and my position here. And I think if you ignore the clock and just live your life, that's not a bad thing sometimes. But you've got to be aware that there is a clock. You know, we all expire sometime. We all basically finish, and the next generation comes along. And when we appreciate life, when we live a fulfilled life, it has such a major impact on us, and we can celebrate things that we've done. I guess at this stage of the game, I'm looking more for experiences. I'm looking more to create memories, to have joyful times. And for me, that's the things that I look back on and remember. I don't always remember the things that sort of pop up, you know, where I buy things. I mean, at the moment, I'm right in the middle of the city and I'm heading in towards town. And I'm going to a place called Marks and Spencer's. They sell these amazing cheese scones. So I thought I'd get a couple for work, and they're just lovely and tasty. And of course the sun has come out and it's stopped raining. So I'm very much aware, you know, on a local level about the clock ticking today. Daylight is probably for another 3 hours, so I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy being out and about. How about that scary guy behind me? You see him? Do you remember that film Jaws? Yeah, a long time ago. Again, the clock's ticked way past that, isn't it? So time, I guess time really does impact on our lives in ways which we can't even fathom sometimes. And I, at the age of 57, realised that I've only got so many years left, hopefully. It's a luxury to grow old, it really is. If you get the luxury of growing old, then that's great. Not everybody has that. Oh, I'm just going to shoot across. Oh, I can. Here we go. Come with me, stay with me. Yeah. Do you know, one of the things about the passage of time, though, I see all my family, I look at them and I think, gosh, you know, they are getting older. And of course, I don't realise that I'm actually getting older. When I look in the mirror, it doesn't really resonate because it's a slow transition, isn't it? It's a slow transition from being as a teenager, in your 20s, growing into your 30s. And that is, for me, something that we all get used to. We all get used to looking at ourselves. And yeah, life is really funny, isn't it? But I'm going to shoot down this way so it's a little bit quieter for you guys. I'm enjoying doing this vlog series, and again, because the clock is ticking, I'm mindful that we're coming up to vlog 150 soon, and that's pretty good, isn't it? I've stuck at it every day. I gave a promise that I'd do it, and I've stuck at it, and it's lovely to know that I'm meeting that challenge head on and that I'm doing the best I can. Because if you stick to it and you get disciplined, it's a lovely feeling. It really is. Knowing that you can accomplish something, knowing that you can do something that's really worthy is fantastic. And yeah, I guess for the next section of my life, I'm certainly looking forward to having my own front door, my own peace in my life, and my own sort of value in the world. Anyway, short one today, because guess what? My sister's behind me and I've just bumped into her. So I'm sure you want me to greet you with a hug and say hello. So I'll say goodbye. If you subscribe please. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.